Individual assessments of band and orchestra students is extremely important for helping their individual growth be regular, steady, and as high as it possibly can be. Prior to video testing, I went through many different years of trying to figure out how to meaningfully assess students so I could hear them regularly and catch mistakes before they become a habit. And the idea was to create a new habit of them listening to themselves, making corrections, learning how to identify them using my assessing as a model. So we're going to spend the first 10 minutes or so of class working on our leveling and sending in a test today. All right, we're going to practice through a couple of the songs. We're going to look at the last song in particular, and then you're going to get 5 minutes to take your video of any of the tests that you need to send in at this point. Now, you may take more than one test if you'd like. You may retake the videos multiple times within that 5 minutes. Let's say you're going to focus on number 117. Then you can take as many takes as you'd like of it. Now, keep in mind that in order to review it, you'll have to have the iPad close to your ear, or if you have a... The basic procedure for students to take a video playing test starts with them setting up the device, in our case an iPad, where they turn on the camera app, turn it so it's facing them, the FaceTime camera is what they like to call it on iPads, and then recording themselves taking whatever scale or exercise that they're supposed to be testing on, taking multiple takes of it, going back, reviewing it, and that's an important aspect of it, picking the best one. After they've picked the best one, they go into an app that I like to use called Seesaw, where they find the activity for that respective test and upload it there, which then comes to me on my end. I get a notification where I can then go in and assess it. So the video assessment system really connects with students because they're so much into social media. They are very much into taking selfies and taking videos and all those sorts of things. And this helps take that enjoyment and connect to that pastime that they really connect with and turn it into something they can use to help prove their proficiency. The video testing has allowed me, one, to have the kids review and see themselves, and two, get regular reminders about posture things. And so I'm seeing a lot more consistency with posture with more of my students. The average proficiency of the students has improved greatly since I started this process. And because the frequency of testing is so much higher, I can assign more tests. And I do this in place of practice records. And so they test more often, and they will not be allowed to move on to the next test until they are proficient. The tests will have focuses. One test may have a big focus on dynamics, where they can play every note in rhythm correctly and look wonderful doing it, but if they don't play the dynamics the way I asked them to or taught them, then they have to retake the test. And so that frequency of feedback and the speed of feedback, since I can return feedback fairly quickly, has resulted in kids continuously improving at a better rate and more students making honor bands and honor orchestras and getting better results at festivals and contests. If a school isn't one-to-one with a device, whether it's a Chromebook or an iPad, this method can still be very, very effective. We used to not have one-to-one iPads, and it was very effective even through the video model. Personal devices have been the best way to do it. And just a simple email will work. Students can use any cloud-based storage system, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, anything they have access to, or they can just attach it to an email and send it in. Teachers can also create different shared drives and cloud drives that they can then give kids access to through their personal devices. And before we had one-to-one devices, that's what I had to do. I would create a Google form. Students would pick what song it is from a drop-down menu. They would attach it from their device, and it would upload it into my Google Drive account, where it would be hosted, so students don't have to worry about having their own cloud device if that's something like that's already set up. The number one advantage to video assessments is I get to see them more often playing individually all the different components that lead to improved skill on their instrument.